Okay, so I just want to talk a little bit about conversions. So I mean changing from one unit to another, from liters to milliliters, grams to milligrams, milliunits to units, etc. And I'm going to go right back and do kind of all of the steps. So this may seem like I'm doing it more basically than I need to, but there are some questions where the conversions here can get a little complicated, and it might help you to come back and look at this video. So you could skip this for now, and if you're having some trouble with conversions, come back and have a look at it, or just have a look at it. It'll be pretty short, I hope. So let's say I want to convert from liters to milliliters. Well, I know that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. Now, this is an equality. These two things are equal. If I divide both sides by 1 liter, I get 1 is equal to 1,000 milliliters divided by 1 liter. And this is what I call a conversion factor. And what this will do for me is it will turn or convert liters into milliliters. And I'll show you how that works. So for instance, if I have say 2.3 liters, and I want to convert that to milliliters. Well, that's, I'm going to say 2.3 liters times 1,000 milliliters over 1 liter. Now, I know you probably normally just, that to go from liters to milliliters, you multiply by 1,000. I'm including the units here because I want you to see exactly what I'm doing. Now, I can cancel off or divide the units just like I do the numbers. So I have L divided by L. So I've gotten rid of that liters unit entirely. And that's what that conversion factor does for me. So now I have is equal to, well, 2.3 times 1,000 is going to be 2,300. And the liters are gone. L divided by L, they just cancel out, and it's just equal to 1. So in our convention is we don't write 1 over and over again. If it's, we just leave it out. But the milliliters here, that's not canceled. So I have 2.3 liters is equal to 2,300 milliliters. So I can do that, and I can do the reverse. I could have divided both sides by 10,000 milliliters, in which case I would have 1 liter over 1,000. I think I said 10,000 before. It's 1,000, obviously. 1 milliliter is 1,000. 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. And this will convert for me from milliliters to liters. Okay? And it's simply because what's going to happen is what's on the bottom, if I have milliliters on the top, it'll cancel with the milliliters on the bottom, and I'll get the units I want. So that's an example, switching between milliliters and liters. Likewise, I know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, so if I want to convert from hours to minutes, I'll divide both sides by an hour, and my conversion factor is 60 minutes divided by 1 hour. So say I have 2 hours, and I want to convert that to minutes. Well, I mean, you guys all know that it's just 60 times 2. But let's do all the steps. So I have 2 hours, and then multiply by my conversion factor, 60 minutes over 1 hour. Now again, look, the hours cross off, so I'm just left with minutes. So 2 hours equals 2 times 60 is 120. And like I said, my hours have crossed off, I've just got minutes. So 120 minutes. I can go the other way. I could divide both sides by 60. So then I have 1 equals 1 hour over 60 minutes. And likewise, let's say I had 180 minutes, and I want to convert that to hours. Well, that's equal to 180 minutes times my conversion factor. This time I pick the one that has the minutes on the bottom to convert from minutes to hours. So I'll do 60 minutes. 1 hour over 60 minutes is my conversion factor. And notice the minutes are going to cross off, and I'm going to be left with hours. So 180 minutes is equal to 180 divided by 60 is 3. And my minutes are gone, so I have 3 hours. Okay, so that's converting minutes to hours and hours to minutes. There's a couple of questions in here where they use something called units. It's just U, and it's just another measure. It's a set of units. So, and again, 1 U is equal to 1,000 milliunits. Just like 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters, 1 meter is 1,000 millimeters, 1 kilogram is 1,000, no, pardon me, 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. So these are SI prefixes, they're called. So if I want to convert from units to milliunits, I'll divide both sides by units. So 1 is equal to 1,000 milliunits over 1 unit. So if ever I'm given something in units and I need my answer in milliunits, I can use this conversion factor. Just like if I'm converting from liters to milliliters, so let's say I have 10 units and I want to convert that to milliunits, that's equal to 10 units times my conversion factor of 1,000 milliunits divided by 1 unit, and so I get 10 units is equal to, my U's cross off, I get 10 times 1,000, so 10,000 milliunits. And that's it. Now, you're going to have some questions in here where you have multiple conversions going on. You're converting hours to minutes, and units to milliunits, and liters to milliliters. And it's going to be easier for you if you use these conversion factors and plug them in and keep the units there so you can make sure that the conversions are going in the right direction. That's one nice thing about doing it with the units. For instance, sometimes I forget and I'm not sure the right way to convert. So for instance, if I was going from 10 units and I'm not sure, do I do the which of these two conversion factors do I use? Well, I'm going to do this in red because it's wrong. If I chose to use this one, right, so 1 unit over 1,000 milliunits, well, when I multiply this out, my U's are not canceling. I'm going to end up with equal to 10 over 1,000 U times U over millius, and that doesn't even make sense. I don't know, units squared divided by milliunits, it's not even a real thing. So I can see right away that this is wrong because my units aren't working out. Whereas here they worked out nicely and I got exactly what I expected. Okay, so that's conversions. Hopefully that'll help you with the problems. In some places the conversions get a little hairy. So if you do all the steps, I think you'll, if it gets confusing, just go back to these first principles and do all the steps and you should be okay.